when you're ready. Oh, yeah, you
Oh, wait,
can.
we live.
Yeah, we live.
Oh, my bad.
Wait, I can't see you.
Oh,
I don't know what happened.
okay.
That whole time we was good, and then boom, there we go. There we go.
Snap back.
It did what it wanted to
It did
do.
what it wanted to do. Well, welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother Qiana.
And this is
And
Qiana.
this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project, the Community Development and Training Center, aka CDAT.
See that?
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool. Because
Smart is
the new
giggity gangster.
baby.
And if you don't know,
How you know? Go.
I kind of, when I said, if you don't know, kind of sound like I was from New Orleans just a second. Or was it just in my mind?
If you don't know, that's how they talk.
I guess. I like it.
That's what I'm saying.
I like a good New Orleans accent.
I do. I love that.
Whatever it is.
The Bayou vibe. So yeah. So what's good, y'all?
It's Wednesday. So, all right. And y'all probably,
What's on your mind Wednesday?
it's what's on your mind. So I'm finna throw this out here. A fun fact.
Okay.
Right. I don't know if you know it or not. This year, because we know we had 2 Friday the 13th, right?
Okay. Yeah.
On Friday. So this Friday will be Friday the 13th,
Mm-hmm.
which is unusual. I would like to know when this happened again. But,
Or
or when,
well, the dates in February always kind of like if it's whatever February is, March will be that too.
so February, March matches all the way
Let's see,
to the 28th.
yes, that's how I go.
Unless it's the 29th day. Well, I guess I don't know, but for sure it matches.
Yes.
One of my clients told me this last week at bowling, and I thought it was amazing. I didn't know it. So
Okay.
that's a fun fact, just in case
That
you
it was
didn't.
Friday the 13th?
No, that February
Okay.
and March matches all the way up to the 28th.
Oh, and you just found that out?
Yeah, I
You
did.
lived your whole life and didn't know
Yep, I found out
that?
last Friday, years old.
Okay. So you last Friday years old.
Yes, when I found that out.
Okay. Yeah. No, because I guess my birthday in March.
Mm.
So yeah, I've been knowing that for a little while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't say this, so we got to make sure.
Oh, say it. Please tell the people.
The Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program.
Mm-hmm.
So the views, opinions, and statements expressed by the host, yes, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of KFS Radio. 99 Gems is ownership, management, affiliates, or sponsors, or even the partners. So yeah, it's just us talking about what we talking about. And Monday, great conversation with Stephanie Wins.
Yes.
So y'all go back and check that out. She was talking about, so Stephanie Wynn, she's the founder of the Stephanie A. Wynn Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the studio with us here at the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club talking about the 4th annual Let's Talk About IBD Health and Wellness Symposium that's happening on Saturday, March the 28th at 10 a.m. And the event is actually focused on advancing health equity, patient education for individuals living with Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, aka inflammatory bowel disease.
She gave us a lot of information there. She really did. And she gave us we got a book. So I hope y'all go and register. Go out to
Win Foundation. How you can register.
Right. And go, because I mean, she has some really good information. She has a good read. Her book kind of help you navigate.
Yeah.
Where to go. And I love that her and her team does tell you the questions that you can ask when you go to the doctors. And one thing that stuck with me, what she said, is that when she lost all her weight, people thought she was healthy, but that wasn't healthy for her.
Right.
People take skinny.
Yeah.
It's health.
Mm-mm.
No.
Not at all. Yeah. Just because you're skinny don't mean you're healthy.
It said your mic, make sure your mic is on.
Okay, I ain't do nothing. Other than because they got it taped, so I can't turn it off.
So tell me if it sound better.
Do it sound better, y'all?
It sound better. Yeah.
Okay. I don't have I can't hear nothing in these headphones.
Okay.
Hola. That Asha, what's good?
Okay, I hope I got you.
Okay. All right. Good morning. His mic is not on.
Yeah, I pay attention.
I appreciate the comment. Oh, perfect. She said.
Oh,
Thank
see
you,
that
thank
we
you.
need you.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we,
yeah.
But no, because people really think that just because you're small that you're healthy.
Yeah.
And you can be small and eat horribly, still on a whole bunch of pills and all this other stuff. And
okay, and it still not be healthy.
I remember a friend that and I might have told this on there before. She would like get on me, you know, I'm kind of thick.
Yeah.
You know, and she'd be like, "Oh, you need to watch it." Now, mind you, she was going to the gym, she's working out, doing all that, and I had to remind her, like, I don't take any medicine. I'm healthier than you. Like, you on cholesterol pills, you got high blood pressure, you know, all this other stuff, and you're telling me how to live my life. Now, I do want a healthier lifestyle.
Of course.
Okay. But, but like, you know, the idea is that just because you're skinny that you're healthy.
Shishini. Is that Japanese?
I don't know. No, make me lie on this good Wednesday.
I learned that from Rush Hour, so that might be Shishini.
Rush Hour. Listen, if he wrong, Rush Hour told a lie.
That's it. Rush Hour. Blame it on Rush Hour. We got some international viewers here speaking English and Japanese.
And while you thinking about it, coming up this weekend, we have the family field day at Child's Park from 12 to 4. The whole park will be utilized as for the entire family.
That's right.
Whatever you think your family is, bring them out.
That's right.
Right. I don't care whoever it is, from your children, your aunties, your sisters, your brothers, your grandma, your great grandma, whoever your auntie, whoever it is, bring them out. There's something for everybody there. It's going to be a very nice turnout.
Family field day, family fun field day, like community events.
Yeah,
a kickball game, a basketball tournament, some sack races, some stuff for the seniors, Zumba. We got some workshops that's gonna be happening. It's like it's
gonna be, and it's the kickoff for spring break because y'all know them churning out of school after Friday,
and they need something to do.
And they belong to you for a whole week.
Oh, you know what? Cause see, I was gonna get the grandchildren Friday and try and take them back like Sunday.
We'll do it, and then act like you don't know that Monday they ain't got no school.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna let me do that though. They ain't gonna let me not know.
Okay.
They gonna make sure that I know that ain't no school.
Okay, and you could let them know that you know, but you still going back to your mom.
Oh yeah, no, that's how I go. They know the rules. So let's do Would You Rather.
Okay, go ahead.
We do have a Would You Rather question, and Would You Rather is brought to you by Jerish Martin LLC. So whether you're looking for high quality entertainment curation and top tier event stage management, look no further than Jerish Martin. Jerish Martin offers professional entertainment consulting, artist coordination, and even event management services to bring your next event to life, ensuring a seamless, exciting experience for your audience. So, would you rather have complete freedom but constant uncertainty, or total security but limited freedom?
I'm going with okay, would you rather have complete freedom
but constant uncertainty, or total security but limited freedom?
I'm going with Alex, because that's my life.
Complete freedom and constant uncertainty. You take that?
I'll take that.
Okay.
I will. That don't really bother. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, I kind of like.
Okay.
That's the 9 to 5 to like the entrepreneur lifestyle kind of. When you look at it, your 9 to 5, you know, you have total security for the majority part there. You're gonna get up as long as you go to work. You know, there's gonna be a paycheck.
Okay, so you're thinking like the job space, because I'm thinking like just life in general, right?
I mean,
but I guess your job is a big part of your life.
It is.
Complete.
Don't let me change your mind though.
Constant uncertainty. I didn't really land it.
Okay.
Or total security but limited freedom, because I mean security and limited freedom. I guess, how do you define freedom? What is freedom for real? What's your idea of freedom?
right now, I kind of dictate my own schedule.
Okay.
With little guidance.
Okay.
You know, there's some things that
everybody got something that they got to do.
Yeah,
right?
There's things that I have to do.
Okay.
But for the majority part of it, what I say kind of go.
Okay.
In my life. And I like that. Now I will tell you is that I have had uncertainties that other people probably wouldn't be comfortable with.
Okay.
In my life, you know what I mean? Like I do pretty well for myself, but there's sometimes when, you know, the well is dry and I have to really know how to
pump.
Yeah. Come on. Just a little bit. You know how like when you run out of gas and you turn it and you say, please just make it to the gas station.
Yeah.
And sometimes you know what I mean? I make it to the gas station and sometimes I'm broke on the side of the road.
Okay. Need a push.
You know, right.
Need a little boost.
But it always works itself out.
I hear that. So it says here, freedom. Freedom is a word people use a lot, but at its core, it means having the ability and power to live your life, make choices, and pursue your purpose without unjust control, oppression, or unnecessary limitations. So there's layers to it. There's personal freedom. So personal freedom is the ability to make choices about your own life. So those examples include what you believe, what you say, where you go, what work you do, and how you live your life. So that's what we're talking about. So you got personal freedom, which is in simple terms, you have control over your own decisions. Then there's political freedom. Political freedom is about rights protected by laws and government systems. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to vote, freedom to assemble. So this freedom, this is the freedom societies try to guarantee through the constitutions and laws. Then you have economic freedom. I guess that's kind of where we would land into, right? Economic freedom is having the opportunity and resources to sustain yourself. Economic freedom includes access to jobs, fair wages, ability to start a business, access to land or capital. Dang, it's a bunch of different categories. So you got psychological and spiritual freedom. This is freedom inside the mind and the soul.
I just think, listen, I think I am just the flower child of freedom.
Okay, you got all that.
I'm
far out of the four.
I'm over there with the flower child of freedom.
Okay.
I'm not. Yeah.
So complete freedom. It says collective freedom. Freedom also exists as the community and group levels. So these if it's a group. If a group is systemically excluded, then you're not free, denied opportunity, or targeted by injustice. Then even individuals, they succeed, but the group itself is not fully free. So I guess that's the thing too. Like you can have individual freedom, but not collective or group freedom.
And I'm okay. See, I'm okay with that in certain aspects.
Having individual freedom, but not the whole group being free.
Sometimes when you come in as a group, it does limit you into different things. So like, I have the freedom that I want to do this with you and I have the time that I can do it. But when I'm with you, I know that there is limitations and there are things that I can't just go AWOL with because it's just not me.
Okay.
But in my everyday life and the things that I want to do that affect me, I want freedom.
Okay. So complete freedom or constant uncertainty. It says in plain language, freedom is the ability to live, think, work, believe, and pursue your purpose without unjust control, while also having the conditions necessary to actually exercise those choices. Because what good is it to have the ability to choose, but you don't have the ability to exercise the choice? I guess that's when you get into like power and all of that.
That becomes into procrastination.
Okay.
Right? Because everybody has the freedom to do the things that they want to do. But
Not really.
Okay, let's talk about it.
I mean, because you might like want to do some stuff, but you just, children, obligations, family. It might be some stuff that you want to do that you can't do.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you might not be able to do everything you want to do. So you got freedom, purposes, and barriers, right? That's kind of like all of the different angles, right?
All right.
So you got freedom to move within boundaries, I guess. Like there's always going to be some boundaries.
Yeah.
But then you got freedom to move within those boundaries. So y'all let us know. Put it in the chat. What would you do? What would you rather have? Complete freedom but constant uncertainty?
Oh, brain is not Mr. Edmund.
A total security but limited freedom. Let me get over here. What brain saying?
Oh no, he not. He say, "Can't you have?" Nope, he is our Mr. Edmund.
You can have both.
Yeah. Can't you have both freedom and security? So I mean, you really okay. So would you rather? You got to pick one, but in the real world, we would like to have both.
Yeah, and it's
right.
possible. Yeah. So Tanya, what's good? In these days, a 9 to 5 is less secure than in the past, and so when you say total security but limited freedom, 9 to 5 may not be as secure as they used to be. I unite with that because boy, look at here, freedom with the constant uncertainty. That's my life anyway. I don't want my freedom limited. Life is so unpredictable. I agree with that. Miss Eva says, my answer is total security and limited freedom because are we really free?
Okay.
Yubi, total security but limited freedom really depends on what's being limited.
Okay.
I hear that.
All right.
And then I'll tell you, individuals have different motivations. This is true. And then, of course, Brain says, can't you have both freedom and security? Possible. So we got to take a break. When we come back after the break, there's a lot going on in the world. We're going to talk about it. So, and also this DEI bill that they're proposing in the state of Florida that's moving through. We're going to talk about that. There was a 12-year-old girl that something happened to her. We want to lift that up. The St. Pete mayor's race is heating up. And we also have a guest calling in. And so y'all make sure that you stick around. We'll be back about 6-7 minutes after the hour. And it's What's on Your Mind Wednesday. So if you got something that's on your mind,
you know what you can do?
Give us a call. The number's in the chat. We'll be right back.
You surely will.
And the loud thuds of interceptions. In Lebanon,
I got love for you, no lie. I'll give my best, I'll try. Someday we'll touch the sky. You're an angel, little baby. Wipe all your tears away. I know it's been crazy, but keep your head up high.
Foot chase through the projects, dodging foreign objects. Street knowledge, I should've went to college. Odds stacked against me, surviving off instinct. 3 blocks from the precinct. Lil' homie caught a case, others lost family members. Product of his environment, projects produce violence in the middle of the streets, cause that's how we eat. Just I rap about the trap don't mean I ain't about peace.
We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together, fighting for each other till our race is done. United we must stand together, under God we are one. We must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dreams.
Peace in the streets, love to my brothers, love to my sisters. We all need each other. Children need their mothers and they need their dads. Taking a life that don't make you bad. The fact that you do that is so sad. Pocket watching, plotting on another man's cash. Pick up a book instead of picking up a gun. Increase your knowledge and that'll increase your funds. If everyone succeeds, then crime would decrease and people would live instead of resting in peace. Unity, that's what we need. Stand up and be a positive force in the community.
We are one, we must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dreams. We must stand together.
stand together.
All together as one.
As one people.
United we must
United
stand
we shall rise.
fighting for
You fight for me
till our race is
till we
done.
see God.
United we must
United
stand
we will rise.
together.
Clap with me.
Under
Clap.
God, we
Clap.
are one.
Yes, sir.
We must
Clap.
fly to the
Clap.
sun.
G beat on the
Every
track,
day,
man, and I
fight
mean
for
this is from the
peace,
heart.
not destroy
Back and
our
forth to
dreams.
prison, cause my position in the ghetto is wishing. My dreams was in my hand, man, instead of so distant. Violent crimes on my record, showing judges I'm reckless. Guess they think I'm rich and young, like Young and the Restless. Every time I see a young brother rich in peace, got to be the only time when I watch TV. Cause the struggling and suffering is all I see. Besides muscling and hustling at war with heat, I point the finger at the devil, boy, for taking my peace. Cause the only way to live is to take to the streets. But they rate me as a villain for the killing and dealing. For what? My last resort to make me a living. I don't give a damn, tell them so what? I'm gonna survive even if they threaten me with life. The arms of poverty held tight, making life a fight. But in the sky, we got to unite. Keep your head in the sky.
We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together, fighting for each other till our race is done. United we must stand together. Under God we are one. We must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dream. We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together.
As it destroyed 5 Iranian drones heading toward the kingdom's Sheba oil field. Kuwait said it downed 8 drones off the coast of the United Arab Emirates in the Strait of Hormuz. A projectile hit a container ship. The Dubai government says that air defenses intercepted 2 drones near Dubai airport, injuring 4 people. In Iraq, a drone hit a major U.S. diplomatic facility next to the Baghdad airport. CNN's reporting Iran has laid a few dozen mines in the Strait of Hormuz and has the capability to place hundreds more. The U.S.
Guess what?
We're back.
We're back.
Can you hear me? How sound?
Tell you something that you like to hear.
I wasn't ready. I was not ready. That's how you feel.
We started whispering.
I mean, yes, so. Oh my God. Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See that.
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
The new
gangsta.
baby.
And if you don't know,
Now you know.
Now you know.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah,
though.
that
I mean,
did.
because you kind of started whispering, so I just kind of carried it up.
That's where whispers take you.
Yeah.
Ah,
I'm just saying, like, we had a whole whispering song
yeah.
that like went crazy.
That was.
But this just
That was
show how
brilliant, yeah.
I was just say how innovative we are. That's like Pootie Tang.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pootie don't need no music.
I love
Pootie don't need no words.
He just, you know, the message I got from Pootie Tang was that it's like a lot of the stuff on the radio right now. People have hit records and they're not saying nothing.
No, they're not.
They're really not saying nothing. Like that was Pootie Tang to me.
Pootie Tang just did whatever.
He ain't saying a word, and it's a bunch of songs on the
Pootie
radio.
Tang.
They not saying anything.
Cut that down.
Just Pootie Tang. I'm gonna go back and watch Pootie Tang. So the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, y'all, is an independently produced program. So the views, opinions, and statements expressed by the host, guest, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of KRFester Radio, 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners. And we do have a caller that's going to be calling in, Dr. Reginald. I got his name here. He'll be calling it around 8:15. And so I'll make sure that you stick around for that. It's going to be a great conversation. And we're excited about it. In the meantime, while we're waiting, there's this Florida House bill. We talked about it a little bit last week.
Yeah.
And so the Florida House bill, I think it's 1001. And then there's Senate bill, the companion bill is 1134. And this legislation has been introduced, and it focuses on restricting DEI programs within local governments. It has been widely debated because of its potential impact on municipal programs, contracting policies, workforce initiatives, and community partnerships. And so what I wanted to do was take a look at some of the programs that might be impacted by this thing.
Yeah.
Just so that we can put it in context and have perspective for those who are listening. And so it's like 7 programs in St. Pete that it said that most likely will be questioned under Senate Bill 1134. These programs are connected to the city of St. Pete, and they could draw attention from the bill as it's broadly interpreted. This does not mean that the programs would actually disappear, but the cities have to change the language, the eligibility rules, and the program structure. All right, you ready?
Go.
The first one is the Minority and Women Business Enterprise Program. That's in the Department of Economic and Workforce Development. And the purpose of that program is to help minority-owned women and businesses compete for city contracts. So examples of support that they get is they get direct contractor outreach. They get support with certifying and then tracking minority participation in city projects.
So stop right there.
Yeah.
So basically all the white men that already get the contracts now is opening up for them to just get this service as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to be clear about it. Okay. And we do have a caller.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Let's see. Caller, introduce yourself. I cannot hear you, caller. Hello?
Hello, caller.
You're there, but I can't hear anything in the volume. All right, caller, I'm going to say hang up and try again. Hold on. I don't know what happened because I knew they were there.
Okay.
But I couldn't hear anything they were saying. So I don't know.
Okay. So call back, caller.
Please call back.
Because it is What's on Your Mind Wednesday. We want to hear from you for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so under this program, again, the minority and women-owned business, how do they say it? MWBE, Minority and Women-Owned Business Enterprise Program could be targeted. And the program would be scrutinized because it is explicitly based on race and gender categories.
They don't want you to be great out here. Hello, caller. Introduce yourself. Hello.
Still can't hear?
No, I cannot hear anything. And I definitely know we got them on.
I heard something.
I heard something.
Yeah, I heard something, but I can't hear no voices. They playing. There you go. Because I can like hear.
I can hear them a little bit, but that's it. But hello. All right, caller. I'm gonna have to hang up. Call us back.
King Jab, if you're listening, somebody else give us a call. Let's see if it's the phone line or if it's the caller's line.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah,
You be one of our
one of our regular callers. Test the line for us, 727-637-2416. Let's test that line because we do have a guest, and I want to make sure that that's not the guest having technical difficulties, and if so, we can reschedule and bring them back. But yeah, so I wanted y'all to make sure that you stay up on this bill. Keep paying attention to the House bill. Because again, that's one of the things that's going to be impacted by it. The minority-owned women business program, the risk for them to target that program is really high. Then there's another one, and I remember working on this one when I was on council with the supplier diversity goals for city contracts. We'll talk about that too. Same caller? Okay.
It's Yubi. Hey, Yubi.
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you good.
Can hear you good. Okay, so it's on the caller side. Okay, Yubi, we can hear you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
What's on your mind, Yubi? Since we got you.
Hello?
Yep, we got you. What's on your mind, Yubi?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear us, Yubi?
Hello?
Hello.
Yubi, can you hear us?
Okay, he hung up.
We definitely heard Yubi.
Yep, we got another caller.
Just one of those days. Hello.
Not quite.
Not quite. We're trying to work it out.
So we did hear Yubi. That was a good thing.
That we did.
Yes, Lord. But Yubi couldn't hear us though. So
it don't sound like Yubi could hear us.
Okay. All right. And so we're gonna keep this party going. Supplier diversity goals for city contracts. That's another one of the programs that could be targeted under the House Bill or Senate Bill 1134. Basically, what happens is the city tracks the participation of minority businesses, women businesses, and then small disadvantaged businesses. The reason this program would be scrutinized is because it actually sets participation goals that are tied to race or gender, and it may fall under the restrictions of the Senate Bill 1134.
I just don't understand. Like, if you already have everything, why do you want everything else? Like, you already have the whole table, and really, if you look at it, it's just the crumbs that's like kind of falling over that you getting. Like, it's not like you're coming in there getting like you're taking all the jobs. You have the plate. Yeah, it's the crumbs, really, and then.
Yeah, so and it's particularly with this program. So with the supplier diversity program and the MBE, that one. There were studies that were done to show the disparities. Like, you can't just do these programs just and say, hey, we want to help Black people or we want to help women. Like, you have to do there's a law that says you have to prove that there's an actual disparity, and that's been proven, it's been shown, and that's when the program actually gets implemented.
Okay, let's try one more time. One more time. Hey, caller. Caller.
Now, how we was able to hear Yubi?
I don't know, because the caller's not saying anything at all.
All right, so we may have to reschedule and
yes,
because we can't hear you.
Go ahead, continue while you do that.
Yeah, we'll reschedule the guest because maybe it's something on their end or something on our end that we still need to sort out. But I know we did hear Yubi, so thank you, Yubi.
Yeah,
put it in the chat, Yubi. When you were on, were you able to hear us when we was talking? Because we heard you loud and clear. I'm on from the UK. What's going on? We got somebody from the UK. Big up, Funk. What it do? What the business is? So if you're tuning in, you're listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here on 99 Gems, 99.1 FM, WUJM on your FM dial if you're in St. Pete. You can also go to 99gemsthebird.com if you want to listen online, because sometimes, people be at work. They can't really watch it on Facebook like that. So you go online, 99gemsthebird.com, hit that live button, and you can actually listen live. Also on the TuneIn Radio app. So you go to TuneIn Radio app, put in WUJM St. Pete, 99.1. You'll be able to listen there as well. And of course, we want to thank our Facebook audience as well as the YouTube people who are tuning in live on YouTube. And if you like to contribute, if you like to support the program, you can do so by going to 99gemsthebird.com and hit that donate button. Make a contribution, because we always appreciate the love and the support. While I got your attention, I also want to let you know, if you're a candidate that's running for office, Yubi said, no, I could not hear you guys. And so the phone lines are not working properly this morning. We apologize for that. So we heard Yubi, but he couldn't hear us.
Let me see. We got another caller.
Okay.
Hey, caller, introduce yourself. Hello.
Yeah, the phone lines are down.
Okay.
All right. And so while we have your attention, thank you again to those who are trying. I'm listening from work. Miss Eva, what's good? I appreciate that while you're on the job. And so if you're a candidate, again, we want to make it very clear that if you are a candidate that's running for office, I'm trying to find it so I can say it exactly the way it's supposed to be said. If you're running for office in 2026 and you're looking for a real way to connect with the people, not just the voters, but the community, 99 Gems, the Berg has a space for you. You can underwrite a show, build your audience, share your message. Our listeners tune in because they trust the voices on this station, the culture, the conversation, and the connection. Underwriting a show is one of the most effective ways to introduce yourself, highlight your platform, and stay in front of the people you want to serve. Your message stays local. Your support strengthens Black media. Your campaign gets consistent visibility. So if you want to reach the heart of St. Pete, this is where you do it. For underwriting info, rates, or to lock in your spot, send us a message or hit the contact us button at 99jamstheberg.com. Charlie Funk, what's good? Good to see you. Thank you for being here.
So functified. Oh, okay. So Friday the 13th, we're looking at Flat Sober Feelings at Culture Creative.
Okay.
We'll be going down this Friday. Go on over there and enjoy.
That's right.
The evening over there, you know. I think they'll be open to like 1 o'clock in the morning on Friday.
Okay. And while we're doing that, shout out to the Black Money Movement because I got a text from my sister, India Johnson, and Heavenly Hands Catering and Desserts. She has her desserts and juices at Coquina Key Market. And she sent me a text saying new juice alert, basically. Hey, we got a new juice.
Okay.
And it's the coconut paradise, like it's a tropical juice thing. I went and got it yesterday and it is amazing.
It really is. I'm not really a coconut girl,
but it don't taste like coconut.
So if it don't taste like coconut, I'm probably all in.
Like a tropical explosion that feels real good. So it's good, refreshing. So shout out to India, and she's doing great things. It's always good to go into the store, and when you go into a store, you can see like your people stuff on the shelves. That's what the Black Money Movement's all about. And as I was going up there to make the purchase, in the parking lot was none other than King Reno. He was actually doing some recon for the next cash mob. And so he's actually planning the cash mob, working to do some stuff. So y'all stay tuned. The Black Money Movement is in full effect, and we thank y'all so much for your support. All right, now let's talk about this bill. Back to the bill. Back to the bill. So we're talking about Senate Bill 1134 and the programs that are connected in St. Petersburg that would actually be impacted if this thing passes. We talked about the Minority and Women Business Enterprise Program is one of them. The Supplier Diversity Program is another one. And then the South St. Pete CRA Small Business Programs, which is something that we've been working on for a long time. These programs within the South St. Pete CRA, the examples include small business grants, facade improvements, business incubator support. And the reason that they're saying these could be scrutinized is because the CRA itself is geography based, but the program justifications reference historically racial disinvestment. And so there is a medium risk for these as well, because I guess the bill basically says if you're doing anything to try and fix all of the racial historic stuff that we did, it's time to let it go, leave it alone.
Because we want to be racist again.
No, they're saying we all equal. They're saying Dr. King's dream has come true.
And we want to be racist again.
They say the dream came true, Q.
They want to be racist again.
You can't tell the people they want to be racist again. They saying,
I can't. I just said it.
Some people say Dr. King had a dream and we've manifested like we're living the dream.
Hello, can you hear us? Hello?
Caller.
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the phone line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't believe me when I said
No, I did believe. No, I totally believed you, but I was just crossing my fingers and hoping.
Okay, yeah, we could do that. We could absolutely do that. But you said it, we said it, and so again, we apologize, caller. The phone lines are down. Maybe we can get some flyover tech support from Don J if you're listening to tell us what we need to do if it's something on our end. But yeah, so with this move, with this bill, that's what they're saying. Q, they basically saying, all right, enough with the racially targeted stuff. Like any programs that specifically say is helping a particular race or a gender or anything.
Anybody who's been discriminated
against. Anybody who ain't white men in America.
Because they just got to have it all.
They saying that like we all can have it all. Like what you said. Total freedom. You got it. You got your freedom. Why y'all complaining? Why we need to have our taxpayer dollars go towards programs that's going to help black people specifically? Why not
just black people, gays too?
Yep. Because anybody who ain't white men, like
straight white men.
Straight white men, yeah. Because they saying everybody overcame. So y'all put it in chat. What y'all think? Have we overcame? Because that's basically what this bill is saying.
Yeah.
No more of that. No more like marginalized communities. Historically, racially disinvested programs, none of that stuff. So another one of the programs that's being targeted, would be targeted, or could be, I'll say it that way, is the housing program that reference historic disparities. So examples include programs that have down payment assistance, home repair assistance, or affordable housing incentives. These programs could be attacked because, again, they address historic inequities in home ownership. And so if we're saying because of historically this demographic has been locked out of home ownership, and we want to use taxpayer dollars to try and help them improve the numbers as it relates to home ownership, this bill say you can't do that.
So again, the people that can afford it will now be able to apply for it. And yeah.
Yep. So basically,
okay, hold on. This is Donald. Hold on. Okay.
Okay. So basically,
hello.
No exclusivity. Another one of the programs.
Okay.
That's being attacked.
I called the other way because they called right back. I picked up the phone. Hold on. Call right back.
Yeah, you got to turn your mic off when you do that one, Q.
Sorry.
You like keep talking, but I hear you on your mic.
Yeah, my bad. I should have.
All right. So another one of the programs is being targeted. Are the youth opportunity programs in targeted neighborhoods, and so these programs include youth employment, mentorship programs, violence prevention, and often these programs are often concentrated in historically disadvantaged neighborhoods. And so,
can you hear us, caller?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but you can't.
I'm not hearing you.
Oh,
same.
Check to make sure that all the
tech support on that. Oh, you gotta love it. This is community radio, y'all. Community radio at its finest. Have him call you on your cell phone.
Yeah.
Maybe he can do that.
Yeah.
And so, with the youth opportunity programs, again, these are programs that are in targeted neighborhoods. They include, again, youth employment, the mentorship program, and then there's violence prevention programs as well. These are often concentrated in St. Peter neighborhoods like Childs Park, Midtown, and Jordan Park. And one of the reasons they're saying that it could be scrutinized is because these programs exclusively reference racial disparities among youth.
So now you're just saying that you want to keep the prison to pipeline open and forget that we want to have a healthy community in here, and we want to say I told you so. They are no good. Like they, you know what I mean? They are savages. This is what I'm hearing from this bill. Like, instead of giving you the resources to make sure that you have what you need, because we do know that, mental health is expensive when you go to the therapist. Go ahead.
No, they're saying that these disparities do exist. But they just don't want to acknowledge this disparities, and they don't want to have resources go towards. They don't want to have resources going towards addressing the disparities. And so, again, in order to initiate these programs, you have to prove that there's a disparity, and you have to show that the outcomes are negatively impacting the targeted group. Those things have been done, and they showed like 0.00% of the population able to get contracts, or small percentages of the population are able to get jobs, or another small percentage in comparison to other demographics are unable to actually purchase homes or make down payments. And so these programs were put in place to provide assistance to help level the playing field, and they're basically saying they're not doing that anymore. Eva, she says, I asked if we have overcome, and Eva said, if we overcame, nobody told me. If we have overcame, we should see it in our neighborhood and cities. And I agree with that 1000%, Eva, because we don't see it, right? And that's what these initiatives have been created to address, is these inequities, because you see it when you go from one neighborhood to the next neighborhood. You see, the issues that are happening in these different places. And so, again, another one of them is like two more that I want to highlight that could be targeted as this bill. And this is why we should be paying attention to it. And also why you should be contacting your state representatives to let them know that you don't support it. If you don't, but if you do, you do. And apparently they're thinking that it's a lot of people who do. So there's these workforce equity initiatives. So some workforce programs, they include focus on removing barriers for underrepresented workers. They also intend to close wage gaps, and then they're targeting job pipelines as well. And so programs like St. Pete Works and some of the career source programs that are specifically designed to remove barriers to underrepresented populations will also be targeted. And then the last one that's on the list here is the city DEI trainings, or equity offices. And I think in St. Pete, we actually already have changed the name of the St. Pete equity offices. It's now the Chief Impact Office because it was the equity. We had a chief equity officer, which is something that we were advocating for starting back in 2018. It's a story behind that too. It was created under the current administration. And then when Doge came, they changed the name of the equity office to like the impact office. And so again, trying to kind of get in front of this stuff. But the DEI training and equity offices will also be targeted. So if St. Pete funds any DEI specific programs internally, they could also be impacted as well. And so again, this is one of them things that you want to keep your eyes on. So these are, and the reason I'm highlighting
these are some people, some hateful people. They just don't like nobody else to be like, woo, like when you think about it, like again, these are crumbs, like these little programs, it's not impacting you per se.
Yeah.
Because you're still getting to make, like, just think, if there's 50 jobs and 2 of them got to go to minority, why do you have to have all 50 of them?
So you know what you said earlier got me thinking, right? When you said they want to go back to being racist again, and I was pushing back a little bit, kind of facetiously. But here's the thing: when you look at classism, right, and you look at like it's a lot of black and white people that are in the same boat economically.
Yeah.
Right. So the thing that separates the poor whites from the poor blacks is that they're white. And that was intentional. Like I remember, watching documentaries, reading history where they were saying like, if the poor people united, right, then that would be a problem for the elites. And so one of the ways that they were able to keep the poor people, black, white, and everything in between from uniting was by enforcing this idea that if you white, you might be white superior and poor, but at least you're not black.
Right.
And so now you got poor white people who like, well, at least I ain't black.
Listen, I done had.
Yeah.
I done.
But they poor. They just as poor as we are.
I done hired.
Yeah.
You work for me. You take care of our properties.
Yeah.
We're giving you somewhere to live.
Yeah.
And you still think
you better than
me.
You're
better than
because
me.
You're white. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's the narrative, and that's what they're going back to, like leaning on in order to get rid of some of these programs, because these like this benefits the elites, and it's a certain class of people who benefit from this stuff. But like poor people, black and white.
Because you know what, in my mind,
nobody.
When you're thinking about the people that they're cutting out, like they shouldn't have passports. They shouldn't be able to travel to Thailand and Bali. Like when you see all these black and brown people going out there traveling, and then you have poor white people, when you're looking at it, that can't do it, they be like, how can you and not me?
Yeah.
It goes back to Harlem Night. Like, when and the officer like, how could you
on a tailored suit? Yeah,
right,
and off the rack.
Right.
Yeah.
Who are you to be able to do this and to see your people thrive?
Yeah.
And it's not you.
Yeah. Then you want to try and cut off any opportunity for them to thrive.
Right. Wow. Which is horrible.
Yeah, you're right.
Right.
That was Rosewood. That was Black Wall Street. Anytime you start seeing black people doing well, and especially doing better than the whites in their area, then they'll, say you whistled at my white woman or you did something crazy, and then they'll come for you, basically.
And that's what we're looking at. Like, so and then you think even, and not all, because we don't subscribe to all, but women are supposed to, shut up and follow the man, and so you're looking when white women can go out and get their own jobs and not have to depend on their white husbands.
And they're saying it's because this program was put in place that helps women, and so now we're going to eliminate that program and not give direct help to women.
Everything that they're doing right now is to strip you from your independence and for you to succeed. Even like the new bill for the voting, because they're trying to pass that you have to have your passport or your passport or your original birth certificate.
Okay.
And to be able to vote. Now I have both.
Do I got mine? I got to find it. But yeah, I have that. But like, so you got to take your birth certificate with you to vote now? Is that what they're trying to do?
Or a passport. And everybody don't have their passport.
Yeah, I don't. I need to get mine though.
Go get it, please.
And you're going to need it to vote, apparently.
And they're not, and the passports are not cheap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
when
that's a
you look
barrier.
at
That's
so
like
that's another barrier that you, and then if you live in another state that you wasn't born in, you can't get your birth certificate by just going to vital statistics. In that place, you have to go to the original state. You gotta request it from the original state that you originally was born in.
It was. So I wasn't born here, and I had a whole problem to get a new birth certificate when I had to do it. I didn't have to go to the state, but I had to go through some hoops in order to get it, which was a trip. But you're right, and some people like voting ain't that important for them to have to go through all of that, which is another one of them things that's kind of unfortunate, and it says a lot about the system that we in. We talked about this too, and I want to just revisit it. We were talking about data centers, right? Mm-hmm. And this was more of a broad conversation. And then, and shout out to Mr. Edmond for introducing this as a topic that we need to make sure that we continue to focus on. But it was, I saw a news article and it got my attention. And it reminded me of this conversation. So there's a project in Polk County that's being proposed, and this Polk County project has been proposed near Fort Meade, is where it's at. And it basically has caused strong reactions from residents and environmental groups as well. So what they're proposing is building a huge hyperscale data center campus that's designed to power artificial intelligence systems and large computing operations. Mm-hmm. So the project could include 8 massive buildings. Each building could be about 4.4 million square feet.
Don't do it.
4.4 million square feet. The campus would cover over 1,100 acres of land. 1,100 acres. That's a lot. So you think about Tropicana Field, that's 86 acres, right? That's less than 100. They saying 1,100 of them.
Ain't nobody gonna be in that county ever again. They're gonna be coming out like zombies. Don't do it. Your children gonna have 3 legs, and you're gonna try to figure out why. You're gonna have Cyclops, and it's gonna be because that center is there. Don't let them do it.
Don't let them do it. And so it's a single hyperscale data center that can use as much electricity as 100,000 homes. They were saying. The site matters, I guess, according to this article, is because it's a small town near Fort Meade, and it only has about 5,000 residents anyway. It's a largely rural town.
So you don't care about those 5,000? Don't do it.
Yes. And so what does it say? Oh, the residents are upset because they're saying that these are the major concerns that they have. There's massive water use. And so data centers generate huge amounts of heat, and they have to constantly be cooled. And so the cooling often requires large amounts of water. Residents are worried because they're saying that Florida has already faced water shortages and drought conditions, and a facility of that size could place a heavy demand on their local water supply. And at a community meeting, residents specifically raised concerns that water use could strain their local resources. So we hear about the electricity side of it, but not the water side of it. I guess that's how they keep it cool. And
then what? No, don't do it. Your water gonna be tainted. You're gonna be tasting lead in your water. You know how like you get the little water and you be like, what that tastes like?
That's lead.
I don't know. I'm just telling you, whatever it is, it ain't good. Yeah. It ain't supposed to be there. It's the data center. That's what.
That's what's in your water. You wonder what that taste is in your water? Tastes like data center.
Yes, don't.
A little sip of data center.
Yeah, don't do it.
You got some of that data center in your water. So make sure that.
And then you're not gonna. Then the benefit, like even though you never want to like get compensated for something like that, but it's not until 3 generations later that the compensation come, and now you have no.
If you live near a data center in your area, you may be subject to.
If your grandfather or your grandmother or your great grandfather and grandmother, and they did, and now you see that they had cancer or lung disease. Or
if your children were born with 4 fingers, you might want to see
if you constantly have headaches since the data center then came in.
Yes, you might be eligible for.
Yeah, no, don't.
No, they don't give you no money. They're gonna study you.
Yes, no,
they're gonna invite you to participate in a study.
Charlie Funk say Dasani tastes like data center.
It really does. Got that little. Nah. But again, a lot of people are concerned about these data centers, and so we want to bring awareness to this now, so that if they start talking about bringing these things to our area, you can have some background information and it won't be new to you. And so again, I want to thank Mr. Edmond for introducing this into our conversations, because there are some spaces in St. Pete that would be ideal for data centers. And I think there's some laws that are being passed to make it easier for them to open up and operate. And we just saying here for the record that
we don't want it.
Thank you.
First of all, we're already flooding. So what they're gonna do? Take the water when we flood? Is that gonna stop the flooding of the roads? Because honestly, it's probably gonna make it worse. Because we get the structure cannot handle all the stuff that we're doing. The roads are not wide enough. No.
Yeah.
It's just a no for me. But I mean, hell.
No. Or high water, literally. And so y'all just keep your eyes open. That's definitely something that you want to pay attention to and be mindful of, because they on the way. Like
they really is.
I mean, just like them chats come with a price, right? And those AI tools, there's a trade-off for that, and there's infrastructure that has to be built as these things grow and as they scale. And you got to make a decision on where you want it. We do have an Ask Qiana.
Okay, let's run it.
So we can do Ask Qiana in the time we have as well. And Ask Qiana is brought to you by the One Community Grocery Co-op, ocgc.coop. So dear Qiana, is it loyalty or is it comfort?
I already know the answer if we got to ask. But go ahead.
I've known my friends for years. We came up together, but now we're not the same. Our conversations feel like surface level. Our goals don't align. And sometimes I feel like I'm shrinking just to fit back into who I used to be. There's no drama, no betrayal, just growth. But here's the real question. Are you supposed to outgrow people and move on? Or is it just a polite way of saying you think you're better than them now? At what point does self-growth become selfishness? And when do you fight for the friendship versus letting it fade naturally?
Well, I mean, honestly,
it's a lot in that.
It is a lot in that, but things change in life, right? And sometimes stuff don't fit. But just because you outgrow a situation don't mean that you outgrow the friendship.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It just looks different.
Yeah.
You don't have to hang out with them. You could still be somebody's friend and not do the things that they do. Like you think that just because I have friends that I don't hang out with, but if they call me, I got them. I have friends that club. I'm not a clubber. They don't call me for that, but that doesn't stop me from being their friend.
Right.
So if your friendship is based on a condition, then are y'all really friends? It's the question. If like you have to do this, or act a certain way to be around that person, then look at the friendship and see if it's really a friendship or it's just something that you're doing. And then that's definitely comfort because it's just somebody you've known for a long time.
Yeah.
And not really. And so, and your loyalty can be to the friendship and not the activities that you do.
I hear that. No, that's true. So I actually experienced that. Like when I got saved, I guess I can say it that way. Like my activities changed. And so when my activity changed, I started spending more time with people who were engaged in the activities that I was engaged in and less time with the people who were not. And the people who I stopped spending time with, like, were my friends for years. It didn't like stop us from being friends, but it did stop us from hanging out every day. You know what I'm saying? And it was just one of those moments where, like, you just kind of separate through time and circumstances. Like the places I used to go, this is a song like that too. Yeah. Places I used to go, I don't go no more.
And there's triggers when you outgrow a situation, like, unfortunately, this is life.
Yeah.
Evolution. And sometimes people stay where they started and they don't want to move and grow and,
Yeah.
And that's just like once you get married, like, they have the saying, you met me like this. This is how I am. But you know what? Sometimes there are some changes that you have to make when you elevate in life.
So that's a good one, because when you have a situation when somebody say, well, you knew I was like this and I've been this way the whole time. Like,
I don't subscribe to that.
Yeah.
I don't, because you want to become a better person.
Okay.
So like, who you was in the 8th grade shouldn't be the person that you are when you're 21.
Yeah.
The person that you were 21 shouldn't be the one that you are at 40.
Yeah.
Right. There is you don't change who the core you is, but there's some things that you have to adjust.
No, it's funny because I'm thinking I had a mentor, Minister Abdul Biar. Shout out to Minister Biar, Nation of Islam pioneer. And he said, when somebody see you and they say, boy, you ain't changed, he said, that is not a compliment. But because if I ain't seen you in 30 years and you ain't changed,
right,
that's not a compliment. So don't take boy, you ain't changed
unless they're saying your looks is still the same.
Yeah. Now, if you still look the same, it's different from you ain't changed, because in 30 years you should have.
You would want to change.
Yes.
You would want
there's some growth. There's some
right.
Like you shouldn't be, to your point, the same. You shouldn't have the same mindset or disposition on things that you had 30 years ago, because the only thing constant in the universe is change.
Right. And so do you think that your friendships are not supposed, or your relationships itself are not supposed to change, but they should grow? And it's stuff that's not pouring into you, then you kind of need to eliminate it to a degree. So
this is the question. It says, at what point does self-growth become selfishness? Like self-growth, say that 3 times fast. At what point does self-growth become selfishness? Is there ever a point when self-growth is selfish?
I guess.
Okay.
I mean, but selfishness not always a bad thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because what do they tell you when you get on a plane? Put your mask on first.
Yeah.
And then you help your children.
That's a moment of selfishness,
because you can't take care of nobody else if you don't take care of yourself. So it is a selfish act at times when it's done properly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we use that word so loosely.
Yeah. That selfishness also has a negative connotation.
Right. And sometimes being selfish is not a bad thing, especially when it's the benefit for you and your family. Now, there is sometimes that you just being like, you got to pay your bills and you want to go gamble. That's selfish.
That's selfish.
In the
gambling because if I win, I'm going to take care of my family.
No, but you keep on losing. So we know that gamblers, unfortunately, the house typically wins more than the visitors.
Yes.
So so no. And the last time you went and gambled, the last 3 times you didn't come home with nothing. And I had so that's a selfish act. But when you're looking at self-growth, you're trying to better yourself in that content, selfishness is not a bad thing.
Okay. And it says, when do you fight for the friendship versus letting it fade naturally?
I think evolution will fade whatever needs to fade out your life. Okay. And if it's truly something that's solid, it will be okay.
And you know what? I'm glad you said that. You went to the back end of it, but it's talking about this fight. Like, if you got to fight for a friendship, like, what does that even mean?
What
is fighting for a friendship? Like, how do you fight for a friendship?
Same way. Because friendship, because people feel like that. Because fighting for, if I gotta fight to be your friend,
see, now you kind of,
what I mean. What does that even mean? I don't want to fight, and that's almost like because people fight in their relationships, they fight to hold on to their relationships. Because we tell them like, you don't give up on your relationship, and you fight for it. But when your friendship is something like that, is easy.
Yeah,
you don't really give it that same.
I hear that. Yeah, and when do you fight for the friendship versus letting it fade naturally? That's a tough one, because but I guess maybe friendships, if you're doing your relationship right, like male female relationship, you would have friendship, right? And so I think we separate friendship and like intimate relationships when the foundation for a good intimate relationship is being friends, right? And so I guess maybe to look at it that way, when you talk about fighting for the friendship, you got to fight for your friendship in your marriage sometimes.
You do.
Maybe.
But but the obligations that you have in your marriage is different.
You got a different level of commitment.
There's a different level of commitment that you have with your partner. Y'all have bills together.
Okay.
You lay next to that person every night.
Okay.
Y'all possibly have children together.
Okay.
You may have businesses. There's a lot of,
so you're fighting for a lot more than just the friendship,
right?
It's the relationship itself.
It's the relationship itself that you fight more. And I mean, when friendships end too, there's a grieving period between that, because that friendships is a significant part of your life as well.
True.
If that's the person that you turn to talk to, that person is your confidant,
right?
And to know that has ended, there's a grieving spot for anybody that you loved or you consider a part of your circle, regardless of where you place them at. And there's a grieving process with it. The anger, even when you're upset with somebody, because it wasn't always bad.
Yeah,
there was something good there. So there is a grieving process for every loss, regardless of what they did.
That's kind of the root of grief. Like it's usually associated with loss, right? And so I guess you do have to kind of run that course. Let me see what Tiffany says. She says self-growth most time requires setting healthy boundaries that can be seen as being selfish when you're putting yourself or certain priorities first, and others may not like or understand it. So, that's a big one. Self-growth most time requires setting healthy boundaries. And I think that's another part of it. What I thank you for introducing that into the conversation too, because when we talk about the fight versus letting it fade naturally, I think when you fighting, you trying to control something that you may not be able to control. And the only thing that you can really control is yourself. And so by setting the healthy boundaries, like reestablishing, like this is the line that I'm crossing or the line I'm not going to cross, which is a boundary, right? Like I'm not doing this or I am doing this. And once you establish that and you make that known, then either the fight may be to try and get with it or not. And okay, I got it. I think I might have the fight.
Go ahead.
The fight is once the new boundary is set, and they say, okay, here's the new standard. The fight begins if like the standard is here, and the person has raised the bar. The fight is for you to raise the bar too. Is that the fight?
So here we go.
Because if you don't, then as they continue to grow, it's just going to fade naturally.
Right. And that's the fight. It's evolution.
Yeah. So the fight to keep the friendship is like, we're friends, but I'm raising the standard on what that means. And I'm raising my bar. And if you don't raise your bar, which may require you to struggle a little bit,
right?
It might be a struggle for you to reach this level.
But
so is that the fight that we're talking about?
I guess that's the fight. What you're talking about. So I guess that's the fight for the relationship, right? But you're not fighting, the other person is. Right.
Okay.
Because you have set the standards. So like I have this thing is I'm not telling no grown person what to do.
Okay.
But what I am telling you what I'm accepting.
Right.
So you could do as you please, but if you come here, I'm not accepting that.
Okay.
So
that's right.
like
okay.
Do you?
Yeah.
Boo boo, I like, do you?
But you want them to like.
You
want them to.
You do, but I'm not gonna force you to be the version that I want you to be in my life.
So the fight is not for the person who's experiencing the growth. The fight is for the friend who refuses to grow. Is that what I'm hearing?
And that's why I'm
or maybe not refusing to grow.
Because again, they may be comfortable.
Okay.
Exactly where they at.
Right.
Again, they may not see the benefits or where you're going.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, good people, like you see two good people together and you be like, why couldn't they make it? Like they're so good.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they just don't align. Two good
compatibility. Yeah.
And that could be with friendship. That don't make you bad. It doesn't make that like it has to be ugly. It's just that we're just not aligned. And the path that I'm going, unfortunately, I'm flying and you're afraid of heights. So you're not getting on the plane. I can't wait for you to get there because I have somewhere to go. So if you want to ride the bus and by the time you get there, I'm already there. Yeah. When you meet me there, it might take you a long time to get there. But when I'm at if you make it there eventually, I'm going to be there.
Okay. And then the other side of that, like you say, okay, you got somebody that's saying, because I hear that, like you have, I'm flying, you taking the bus. But it's like, okay, well, go ahead and fly because I'm not flying.
And that's fine. And
Yeah.
I'm not gonna force you to get on the plane with me.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna force you to stay on the bus.
And there you go.
Right?
And so what?
Because I guess that's where the fight would come. It's like, okay, I see that you want to fly and I want to ride the bus. Am I going to fight you to stay on the bus, or am I going to let you fly?
No.
Yeah.
And this
am
is
I
when
going to
you
have a problem with you flying?
and this is when real friendship allow people to be who they are.
Okay. And if you're a flyer, I'm
You
going to be
fly.
happy for you to go fly.
Yeah, go.
But that don't mean I'm going to fly with
I'm
you.
not flying with
Okay.
you.
That's
But
the balance on the side. Yeah.
I do want to go to DC.
Yeah.
I do.
So
like you're flying to DC. I want to go to DC, but I can't take the route that you're going.
Okay, I got
And
you.
so,
So
like,
you might
you-
share the destination, but the path to get there.
And so what it's
may be
telling you
different.
is sometimes it take people longer to get where you're at. And then, when people have their self-growth, they feel like everybody else have to have it with them. And they're trying to force it. Right? They're trying to force it.
Y'all
No,
need to get y'all life together.
right.
Right.
Just because you had the epiphany yesterday
Right.
that you living life wrong and all this other stuff, and now my
Wow.
brother, do you see all that swat? You
Yeah.
was just eating swat yesterday. What are you talking
Literally.
about?
Now you slapping the sandwich out of everybody's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I want to get there, but right now I
Oh
like
my
bacon. I
God.
done already cut out pork chops,
Yeah.
right? You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
It takes time.
It takes time.
Yeah.
So that's what, so you gotta, once
hear
real
that.
friendship, you respect people or where they at, but
Yeah.
you don't have to allow that person to be in your space while
Yeah.
they're doing that.
I like what you said too. How you said you can have the same destination, but maybe a different path on how to get there.
Mhm.
I think that's important too, right? Because that will cause conflict
Yeah.
if you don't handle it right and don't acknowledge it. Like, okay, yeah, we trying to get to the same place. Like we trying to get to DC, but we looking to take different routes to get there. And then once you settle that and you get clear on that, like I see you in DC.
I'm gonna be there 3 weeks before you get there.
Yeah.
And that's just it.
That's fine. Yeah. Or you can be there at the same time I get there. You just might have to leave 3 weeks early.
However the case may be. Whatever the case
I
may
guess
be.
maybe that might be the fight. Like, okay, I want to take the bus.
But that becomes
but I also want to be there when you get there. There's things that you're going to have to do to be there when I get there.
and I think that's a control thing.
Okay.
Like you're trying to control somebody else destination.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or their destiny.
That's why I said you
like-
control what you can control.
Yeah, and that's it. And that's yourself.
Yeah, and the fight for the friendship is, okay, I want to be there when you get there. So I'll make the adjustments, even if I'm taking a different route.
Yeah.
I'll take my route, but I know that in order to take my route, there's some things I'm going to have to do in order to meet you there.
Yeah, like
when
I'm
you
not going
get
to
there.
the club. And the day that you
Yeah.
decide not to go to the club, knock on my door because my door is open.
Okay.
When the day that you want to
Yeah.
go and hang out and do poetry, knock on my door because I'm gonna do poetry with you.
Yeah.
If you ask me
And
to
you
go
can
to
do
the
both.
yeah, but if you
can go
ask
to the club and do poetry.
yeah, right, you can, but I don't want to go. Don't knock on my door when you go into the club because I done already said I don't want to go
Okay,
there.
yeah.
That was my boundary.
And don't try. That's
Right,
when
no.
you get into the problems. Like you trying to force me to go somewhere that I've clearly
Mhm.
established that I'm not going.
And I'm not gonna force you to go to poetry, but the day that you want to go with me, you're welcome.
Okay, makes sense. All right, so that's thank you for that letter. We do have Tampa Bay Breakfast Club struggle free me at Top Fans.
Mhm.
Yeah, struggle absolutely can be liberating. Yubi says maybe the friendship is not fading, it's changing or maturing, and maybe you don't like the uneasiness of change.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah, because it is. They say the comfort zone is where your dreams go to die, right?
It is, and sometimes you're trying to push people to greatness,
Yeah.
and they will keep on because so it's so much gray in this, right?
Yeah.
And like the growth, and sometimes you see people, and you're like, "Come on!" Like you can see where their past is trying to keep them in the past,
Okay.
and pulling them out there, and
Yeah.
you can see the struggle, and then you be like, if you set these boundaries.
Yeah.
And and
Yeah.
you are now disciplined with the things that you struggle, you will see where it's a lot easier. And when you did do these things, you saw how life was, but then you go back there and then you don't realize the sleepless nights, the uneasiness that you had once you were there. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to remind you that. So it's a lot of gray in there.
So I'll go back to this. I'll end with this because what you just said reminded me of our Would You Rather a couple days ago, couple shows back, where it talks about being the example of discipline or the encouraging word. And so when you see that struggle, I think one of the ways that you navigate that, or you could navigate that, is by being an example yourself of the discipline that you're encouraging the friendship to demonstrate. And then once you do that, hopefully they'll learn from the example.
It's 9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock. It's been real, y'all. So thank y'all for tuning in, tapping in. A lot of good things happening. We'll be back on Freestyle Friday. Hopefully the phone line will be working because we do have a caller that's been trying to get through. And so up next is Sister Hughes.
Lose your shoes.
Shout all around the house. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And we out.